botellita.
Try and find Kaya.
We have Rabab too.
Kaya right now.
Let's bring Rabab up here too.
And we'll bring Rabab, yeah. Rabab is the master woman. She's the brains behind the operation.
Hey, is that the one you have?
So we have a lot of clips of cosplayers we talk to. So many people from out of town come to this event, and it becomes a yearly tradition for them.
Yeah.
You know, they meet up with old friends, they make new friends. I know we made a lot of new friends this year.
Friends.
And you know, people that we're keeping in touch with, we're looking forward to seeing in other events we're going to cover. So that's the cool thing. When you start going to events across the country, and you start running into people that you see, and it's kind of like a little family reunion. It's really cool.
And it's crazy. It's from young to old, like little kid. There's a whole family of Adventure Time characters. It's a little Beemo, a little Fan, and then Papa Ice King, and then Mama Ice Cream. Awesome. I loved it.
Well, I've seen like Scooby-Doo, the whole mystery gang, a whole family. They went to an event, and everybody was dressed like a different character from the mystery gang. So I love seeing when families come together that and say we're gonna make a little cosplay group, and it just works out for them. It's so great.
And their memories, man, like great memories. I remember having pictures from Disney, but we weren't cosplaying, so it wasn't such a good memory.
Now, let's see what else. There was, so much stuff going on. We met some of the artists.
Yes.
Some of the artists. I know you interviewed one.
I interviewed.
And I interviewed an artist who is a concept artist for an anime project that me and my otaku niece are developing.
What?
Yes. And Kumi Ventura, and she had a booth right there at Anime Expo, and we had a chance to stop by and talk to her about her art, how she got started, and what her favorite anime and manga are. Which apparently they were both very hard questions because it's like, well, I'll let her tell you guys.
Yeah.
Right now.
See ya.
All right, we're live here at Anime Expo, and we are standing here in front of a booth of one of my favorite artists here. Met her at ALA at the beginning of this year. And can you tell us about who you are, where people can see your work, and tell us a little bit about your art.
Okay, well, my name is Christine Ventura. I also go by Kumi. This is my booth here. Got some of my artworks, but you can see more at Kumi Koala Star at deviantart.com, or also at bluewellcomic.com, where I have a weekly comic that updates on Mondays. I've been doing this, I've always been doodling since I was a kid, but when I really got serious about drawing was probably around middle school, going into high school. I just decided I really liked doing this, and that this is what I was going to do.
Very nice. Now, how many different styles would you say you like drawing?
I really love doing manga and anime kind of style. That's always been my favorite, but I do like doing, more cartoony, silly, Americanized Western kind of cartoons. I can do realistic too. It's good to always dabble in everything just to know what you like, what you don't like. And also it just gives you, a wider range. But I've always been cemented in the manga style for as long as I can remember.
Very nice. Now, since you like manga and anime, I gotta ask you the question, inevitable. What's your favorite anime?
Oh, gosh, that is the hardest question. I can maybe give you my top 20 or something, but okay, one of my favorites that has always stuck with me ever since I was a kid has been Sailor Moon. I can go back and watch that a million times. I've loved it forever, and it always holds a special place in me too.
Okay, good answer. Now, when it comes to manga, what would that be?
My favorite manga is Gravitation by Maki Murakami. I can just say that straight up. Another thing I can just go back and read any amount of time, and she's also a big influence on me as an artist too. I love her style, I love her stories, I love her sense of humor, and she's always been a strong favorite with me.
Very nice, very nice. Now, Anime Expo 2013, what are you looking forward to?
I am really looking forward to the opportunity to see all these other artists. I'm barely catching glimpses, but everybody, like, there's so many talented people here, and I'm really excited to see their work and see new things too, because there's a lot of artists I don't recognize, and I'm really excited to see what they've got.
Awesome. So you guys support each other, cheer each other on sometimes?
Oh yeah, all the time. It's like you gotta know, like, some people, they always feel like, oh, what if people aren't gonna like my work or something. It's something that people get really self-conscious about, and there's no other way to better support them than to, like, check out their stuff, buy their stuff, because it reinforces, lets you know you're doing something good here. And so it's just, and it also, people are just so talented, and it's just great to see what's inside other people's minds. The things people come up with are so clever, so brilliant, and it's just a lot of fun to do.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that segment on that last artist. How about we talk about an artist that I spoke with? He actually published his own book, and it's very, it looks like Pokemon mixed with Adventure Time. And he was very talented, very cool stuff, very clean artwork too. But,
Do you remember the name of the book?
oh goodness, no.
Oh.
That name was so long.
Shame.
It was a long name. What do you want?
A long name.
I'm
Was
a
it like
human.
the?
I am a human, sir.
Was the name of the book the very hard to remember manga book? No. Okay. Well, that's a start.
Well, anywho, I'm gonna zap you guys to this segment. How do I zap and do this? Does this work?
Well, it depends on what kind of magic you use.
Blood magic.
Blood magic. I use
Yes.
technology. I just use a phaser and just shoot it that way.
Trickies. Always a tricky.
Trekkers.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't politically correct with your terminology of Trekkie and Trekkers.
Whatever. Let's go to the clip.
Awesome. All right, this is Dwight here with Video Ideas TV, and I am here with
Sean Dietrich.
Sean Dietrich. And why are you here at Anime Expo?
I got nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do?
I am here doing live art. I was a artist guest of honor at the San Diego Anime Kanji, and that's where I met the promoters for this event. And so I talked to them about bringing in some artwork and doing some live pieces, showing people some visual stimulation.
Nice, nice. And what got you started?
I started live painting 15 years ago at the nightclubs in San Diego in order to promote my first graphic novel that came out.
Awesome. And what's the name of that first one?
It was called Industricide. It's kind of the killing of your own industry.
Oh.
So it's got hallucinated teddy bears and clone children and all sorts of weirdness in it.
Gnarly, gnarly.
But yeah, it was a small company. They had a budget to publish the book, but not much for advertising. And I tried to think of unique ways to get the book out there. And I knew a lot of DJs and promoters. And hey, can I have a little corner in your nightclub? Do up a live piece of art and sell the book. And now it's turned into a full-time career. And big art collective in San Diego, the Infusion Project. We work with 300 artists, I think, locally. We throw shows at like Hard Rock and some of the bigger clubs down there, and bring up new artists, aspiring artists as well.
Awesome.
Teach them the game.
Awesome. What would you say would be your hardest piece that you've ever worked on? Like, this just gave you the most trouble?
You know what? I have it. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. This one. It's Fear and Loathing in San Francisco. It's a collaboration that we did, and it's one of the newest pieces I've done too. And that was probably the most annoying thing I've ever worked on.
Yeah.
Everything got kind of muddled when I was working on it. It was right before I got sick for about a month, and so I was just not into the painting. And then once I was, back to painting again, I kind of had to finish my part on it. The other artist was done, and I just looked at the painting and was like, "Dear God, help me finish this." I'm like, I'm tired of this thing. Yes.
Would you mind just kind of describing each one?
Yeah. The one over here is World War I. It's called Yellow Betty.
Okay.
She's named that because she's in the middle of a mustard gas attack. And this is a British Mark 8 tank. This was one of the biggest death traps, one of the first tanks. There was no exhaust, so you literally breathed in the fumes. Here you have the dog with the gas mask that they used to put on the dogs and horses both had gas masks. And then you got the girl with the British uniform, the Lee Enfield rifle. Next to it, we got a World War II T-34 tank and the TT-34 pistol. The girl's in full uniform. Try to give it a nice little propaganda feel to it. And then this piece right here is a B-17. This actually was kind of a happy accident piece. The original idea was to have the girl looking down a bomb site, giving a thumbs up, but I drew the bomber too low, and there was no way in hell I was going to redraw all the bombs and all the bombers. So I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, how am I going to get the girl on? And I thought about the idea of all the bombs coming out and spinning until they all form this image of the pinup girl herself. I definitely like it better than the original idea. So sometimes it, changes halfway through the process. Or Facebook.com/Sean Dietrich. I do a lot of updating on that with the new artwork as well.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks again.
I'm DJ. Most people know me as Dark Kenji online. I'm on DeviantArt. Just doing my thing.
Awesome, awesome. So why are you here at Anime Expo?
I'm at Anime Expo because, first off, I like this con a lot. It sucks I don't see a lot of my friends, because most of my friends we do more American conventions, but I like this one in Fanime because my style is kind of more anime anyway. Yeah.
Okay. What, I see you're dressed as Amon.
Yep.
And you have the armor on, so is Full Metal? Last Airbender your favorite?
Yeah, Airbender is probably my favorite American animation. I like Full Metal Alchemist. That one's my favorite long running series.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop. I haven't really watched any of the new things. Every time someone's telling me to watch a new thing, I end up going back to Ranma 1/2 or Dragon Ball or Akira, something old. I like the old stuff.
Oh, I'm sure you've heard to watch Attack on Titan.
Yes, I have. The newest thing I've watched was Gurren Lagann. Loved it.
How you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Awesome. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your cosplay?
I'm cosplaying as my character from the game called S4 Leagues, and here I have my railgun, which is like a sniper rifle. It has LEDs built into it. It's off at the moment. There's also a skill called flying, so I built the wings as well. And this is like a custom set I kind of made myself. The top is from the game, and I have my prop weapon, the semi-rifle.
Very nice. Backup weapon. Always have a handy. Awesome. Now, can you tell us of the fun you had getting your railgun ready?
Oh gosh. First of all, I had to think of all the materials I needed and the price range. I don't really have a price range, but it takes a lot of time to get these materials. The LEDs I ordered last year for ReactorCon, but they didn't come till nighttime, so the con was already over. And the foam, I just bought like a ton at my local art store, and from there I just kind of started working on it about 2 months ago when I actually had time to. And I didn't actually finish this until a couple days before con because I just didn't have time. I've been studying all the time.
All right, so quite a bit of sleepless nights there.
Definitely.
Well, no, it's good to see it all come together. At the end, I think that's the big payoff.